great art exhibition is coming to George this festive season, and it will feature huge names in the art world. Now, the host and gallery owner, Ludwig Strydom of the Ludwig Strydom Gallery, is here with us to tell us more inside his beautiful gallery and the exhibition. Ludwig, this exhibition is called, and I read it out here, Latin name, Evolutio Inventio. Where does this name come from?
That's Latin and it means the evolution of discovery.
And why did you choose that?
Because that is the way in which mostly artists work. You start with something and over a period of time it evolves, and then they discover stuff along the way.
Your co-host is Jacobus Kloppers. Tell us a little bit about Jacobus's work.
It's an interesting story. My father had a massive art collection, and there was one painting of Jacobus Kloppers that I liked. But the way it worked out, one of my brothers got a hold of it. And then I saw this painting of Kloppers on an auction, and I bought that just after my father died. And then I contacted him down in Cape Town, and he said I must come and visit him, and I went down and I bought quite a number of his works. And then I invited him to come and visit me in George, and he came around here for a weekend, and then we talked about many things, and then from time to time we had some solo exhibitions of my work here from time to time. And I said, and then I asked him if he is interested to come and do that with me. And he was very keen, and then I asked him if he had some other friends that he can invite. And at the end we got to about 9 artists together.
And it's absolute fantastic names in the art world, you know, so yeah, his friends are also all renowned artists in their own right, and we don't often see artists of this caliber, you know, in George on exhibition. So it's also in sort of memory of your dad, the very, very famous Strydom, who passed away in 2022. He was the owner of the Strydom Gallery in Market Street in George. And yes, he was one of the biggest art collectors in the country. So you're doing this in a way also to take his legacy forward?
Yes, you know, I'm an artist and with Jacobus now we involved more artists, but my father brought a lot of very well-known artists to George, and his gallery, he ran that for decades, and after that my uncle Lien Strydom took over, and he always had all of them had very good artists represented in the gallery.
Tell us about your work, Ludwig, because, I mean, your father was always very proud of you and your artistic abilities. Tell us about you're a sculptor and you work with hard woods.
Well, as a small boy, I played with plasticine clay. I made a lot of animals and men, and I played with that for hours. But I never had any training as an artist. I had other plans, and with my wife, she's a psychologist, we explore the movement of babies, how they learn how to move. So movement itself is very fascinating for me. And that time I was involved in martial arts, and I used that to make my martial arts better. And then I had a series of strokes down in Cape Town. I had to retire from teaching because I can't talk for a while. And I used what I learned from movement to recover. And I call that Moveolution. And then after a while, I started a little bit of painting just to calm me down. And then I started working with the wood, and it fascinated me because it's the same as Moveolution, because you have the way in which water moves, and in the wood you have as the wood grows in the tree, and when it dies, I use the dead wood to give it another life.
Definitely a new lease on life. You can see in this bison in front of us that Ludwig created, I mean, the absolute flow and the movement of this animal in full charge. It's definitely not dead wood. It's very much alive.
I just want to talk about my mother. She's an architect, and she designed this house, I think it's 55 years ago, because of the art collection that they had, and we transform a part of it to the gallery because it lends itself for the art.
Absolutely. It's not often that you get a house that is actually designed to house the art. That's very special. Ludwig will be here. I'm sure everybody will come and have a look. It is really stunning, and all the best with your exhibition.
Yeah, they're all welcome. Thank you.